Hello, and welcome to another Rambling with Jamster. I think that's not too bad. We'll nail the intro one day. So, well, I'm keeping up with my promise in a way. It's a little bit delayed, but I have been having a few issues with internet. Oh, I think. Say it like that? No, that didn't make sense. The internet was just being a general pain in the ass. Somehow we ran out of data, which I don't know how it works in other countries, but in Australia we typically pay for a speed and a limit. So, usually they claim it's unlimited. It's just after you reach, like, say, certain amount, that then it goes like real slow. So you can kind of use it, but it's so slow that you can't use it. So for instance, we get like 500 gigabytes and I don't know, some speed that don't know what we actually pay for, but we get a speed, and that's how Australia's internet's worked pretty much for forever. As far as I know, I don't know. But yeah, that's the thing. So it did sort of hinder a little bit of my uploading and stuff, and it sort of put me off a bit, which is really annoying. Like, whenever I get the motivation to do this, something happens and it's just like, oh, can't be bothered, like. So this time, hopefully, nothing horrible happens. I have recorded quite a few things. Recorded 2 different Civ games. The first one's with Japan, and the second one's Australia. I mean, playing as Japan and playing as Australia. It was interesting. I still got to finish the Australia game. But they should be hopefully going out soon, I guess. The Japan one does end before it finishes, before the game itself finishes, and the reason for that is that the second recording session messed up. I didn't record at all because I didn't realise, and I just sat there talking to myself the whole time. So there's that. And as much as I could go and play through the continue from that save point, it doesn't feel worth it. Like, I can randomize the seed and things will change, but I steamrolled the AI. Like, it was easy. It was too easy. Like, they'd declare war on me, and then I'd just capture cities, and just, it went too much my way, I think. So then, like, in the Australia game, I upped the difficulty to, I think, the 3rd highest. I think it's like, it's not, I don't know what it is. It was one of the higher difficulties. It was definitely a little bit more obvious that the AI was harder, but it wasn't that the AI actually is harder. It's that they just cheat. They blatantly cheat. So that's fun. I don't like that. It's not fun, honestly. When it's a challenge, sure, and in a sense, I enjoy trying to beat them. Like, beating a cheat is always fun, but it's just, I wish they dedicated more time into actually making a good AI, and making the AIs interesting. Like, it doesn't feel like this, playing single player at least, it doesn't feel that exciting, because, I don't know, they're very predictable. Like, if they start losing, they're going to declare war on you, especially if you're winning. And then if you spawn near them, and they know you're there, like, it's so obvious when they're cheating, because cities just spew out of them. Like, it's insane. So, and then on top of that, so there's the 2 Civ games. Australia's still ongoing in terms of recording, but Japan, it's going to be like a short and sweet sort of my first impressions of Civ 6. Did I call it Civ 6 before? Maybe called it Civ 5. Anyway, it's Civ 6. I don't know. I don't remember. So there's that, and then if things go well, City Skylines will be coming back. It'll be a new map, just due to there's been lots of updates since I last played, and on top of that, there's just that map and the world and everything. I don't know if I can get back into it, unfortunately. I love that, like, the build I did for it. I still have the footage, and I might edit it and just sort of maybe make a little thing just talking about it and showing off what I really liked about that and what I learned from it, because I did learn a lot when I was building. I built a nuclear power plant on an island in that map, and I really enjoyed it. It's been my screen. It was for a very long time, and it still should be my wallpaper. I just love there's a power plant in the background. There's like these little islands, and it just looks fantastic. Maybe if I bother to edit, not this video because I'm not editing this, but maybe if I edit like something together, we'll see. But it is genuinely, like, I really liked that build, and so I was mucking around before with some new stuff, and I made an interesting map. I think it's pretty cool. There's a lot more land this time. Like, the whole idea is it's more of a coastal city instead of a weird island one, so it's a bit better looking, I think, in terms of overall general map shape. The only issue is that I already stuffed up the first recording session on that. Like, the actual building the map, I was recording in 1080p when the game's being played in 4K, and the result is that you get this tiny little, like, box up in the top little corner. That's what's being recorded, not what I'm actually really looking at, so a bit annoying. The good news is, though, whatever mod was causing issues, and you probably won't see it because of the, I don't think it was in the other one, in the other City Skylines episodes, that is, where I had a lot of issues where the mouse was really offset. Like, if I was pointing to where my finger is right now, like, the mouse would actually have to be, say, like, over here instead, and it's just, yeah, it was very, stupid. I think it was a mod, because now that I had to remove every single asset that I owned to get the game to, I removed a lot of assets, managed to get the game to launch, and then I just unsubscribed everything, like, because it was just crashing on launch. I don't know what caused it, and it's really annoying. I think what they need to do is, especially mods, like mods that change it, if have like a compatibility thing. If it's not compatible, just don't launch it or something, because it was just annoying. But I've sorted that out, hopefully, and yeah, we should see. I really hope to build this map. It looks like it'll be a lot of fun. I don't have too many ideas on what I want to do yet. Like, I've got this very rough idea. I still want it to be kind of similar, and there's islands, but I also want a very nice chunk of mainland to do a lot of, actual building of stuff. And I want to make it a lot of custom sort of built places. Like, I don't want too many just, this is residential, and just make it residential and just see how it looks. Like, I want to try and make it all look interesting and do my best. I think the tough part, though, for me, honestly, so whenever I watched a City Skylines series, is watching the, it's hard to describe, but watching the actual, when people do it, they have, like, the limit, right? Like, they can't just put whatever they want in. But when you watch them, like, because they go on for ages, a lot of them, they'll go on for months, and the creators will also be working on them throughout those whole months. It's not like they just do it in one big, 2-day session and upload that. So you get this, like, annoying sort of thing where you can see the level of detail that they do can change, and beyond that, there's also things like the props and things, like, they get better, and assets. So I think doing it now is good, because obviously, like, it's way beyond the start of the game. So there'll be more things, but at the same time, as I learn, things are going to get better, and I don't know, I don't want to change things that I go back to things unless it's, like, drastically, like, improvements. If I do, I don't know. it'll be interesting. I think it'll be fun to do that. It's very time consuming to do those kind of series though. Like you got to spend like hours just for an episode because it is all time lapsed. So like you might make a minute be like every half hour, and so that's a lot of work. So like if you do a 10-minute video and every minute's half hour, that's well, that's like what? Fuck. Now I'm not that. That'd be like 5 hours. What am I thinking? Yeah, 5 hours. I don't know why I was thinking that. Yeah. So 5 hours of just footage for a 10-minute video, and that's only like it is dependent on how quick you want to do time lapse. This is 4. I think it seems like it'd be more like a once a week kind of episode. Definitely not like any more than 2 times a week. But definitely it would. So I think that the sort of scope for the series would be at least 1 episode a fortnight, at most 1 episode a week. I don't think it'd go beyond that unless I got a lot of free time and I'm really like into it. And I've just got a lot of ideas. I don't think that'd be more than that. Because it's not just that, it's like editing it as well. When you have that much footage, it's a lot. It does some things. But on top of that, I'd like to so we'd have the Civ game, which is pretty much finished. Like once I record and edit it, the next session, like I'll probably finish it, the Australian one it is, and then edit it and upload. I'll have another thing to record, and I might record like I don't know what I want to play. I've been playing a bit of Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. Pretty fun. I don't want to record that because it's very atmospheric and it's very like, I don't know, it's tough as well, and I suck. The sword fighting is really, it's quite difficult, especially because you can't change your target. I don't know if there's a button, I'm just ignoring it, but changing target is such a pain in the ass. I am thinking though, I might be able to start streaming a lot of games soon. Hopefully. So we might see some more streaming happening. I'm thinking I'd like to stream Overwatch, Heroes of the Storm, maybe some other games. A lot of more multiplayer, like fairly repetitive, but kind of games that I like playing. Maybe some Hearthstone on the side. Though I don't know about that one because it's alright. It's getting expensive to just have good decks. I like some of my decks, but yeah. So that's that pretty much. Beyond that, not much has happened over the past couple of weeks. I think it's only been like 2 weeks since I last uploaded. So, yeah, not much has happened. It's pretty much the same stuff. I'm in uni, getting through that and making sure that I'm keeping on top of those things, and that's going to take priority over YouTube. I'm going to make sure that I manage my time well. The good news is like I can, because of this new computer, it's very easy to have things being like processing in the background and doing some basic like looking at watching lectures and things like that. It's all right. Obviously uploading is the only real issue, and I'll do that overnight when I'm not awake until I get better internet, and then maybe I can upload smallish videos during the day, but big ones definitely overnight. It's pretty easy to do it. That's sort of my method. Hopefully I can start improving in my editing skills, because right now I don't feel like I'm that great, and I'd like to get some more interesting thoughts on editing. I feel like editing should not be the main focus, but at the same time it is. Like, it's a video, you need to control what the viewer sees in a way, and I'm not a fan of cutting out huge portions, but maybe super tedious ones. So yeah, I'm not 100% certain on what's going to happen over the next few weeks. Hopefully videos come out, but honestly, I don't know. I'm hoping that things improve for the channel, but until you start seeing videos come out, just hold your horses, I guess. Although obviously these ones have easy for me to upload and record and stuff, so they just come out all the time, really. Anyway, I've been Jamster, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.